Hello people, I'm gonna show you a live Blitz game. I'm just gonna cancel this one because I'm already 1 minute down because I had to figure out how to start my screen recorder. So now I'm gonna look for a new Blitz game. It's gonna be a 5-minute Blitz game. And let's see which opponent we will find. So we found an opponent from Holland with a 1566 rating. And I have a 1585 rating, and he's playing the French defense and a variation to the French defense which I haven't seen. Where should the white square bishop go? I'm gonna develop the knight. F3. He's only made pawn moves so far. There comes the dark square bishop. It's a bit peculiar moves. My white square bishop is pretty inactive at the moment. He has this pawn chain on white squares, which makes it hard for me to activate it. I'll go up here. If he takes with the pawn, I'll take back. Yeah, he can't add any more attackers at the moment to this pawn, so this should make it relatively safe now. He can, of course, do some exchanging if he wishes. Should I castle long or short? I think short is the better choice if you run this through an engine, but I'm gonna castle long because I want to be able to push up all these pawns without creating weaknesses for my king's defense. Okay, so now he wants to exchange, as you can see. And now he has no active minor pieces. And his white square bishop is trapped behind his pawn chain. And he already exchanged his strong dark square bishop. So how do I take advantage of this? I don't think I can, because I'll have to move this knight to push up all these pawns. These pawns should definitely come up. I can't decide which one, but I decided to go with the h pawn. And he's doing the same thing on the other side of the board, as you can see. I'm gonna go over here. Or what? No, is that bad? That could be bad. It could be very bad. If you push down that pawn, what am I gonna do? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be in defensive mode for the next 5 or 6 moves, I believe. Okay. Okay. So he's really attacking on the queen side now. Perhaps it was a bad choice I made when I castled on the queen side. What can I do now? I can't really do anything. That's a bit annoying. Push up here. Takes. I have a pretty good position then. Of course he can develop the knight to threaten my dark square bishop. And of course pushing up this pawn creates potential weaknesses. But I will get material now, because I have a pin on his queen. So it can't be all bad. Of course he'll be able to go down and grab this pawn here after the exchange, because it will be left with no defender. So maybe it's not as strong. I'll have to push up the rook here when he does that. Hopefully do an exchange. Oh, perhaps I can move this rook up in time to defend. Let's see. No, I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't. I'm gonna have to do this. I will have to do this. I want to exchange now. He's gonna take this pawn with either queen or rook. Most likely the queen. Oh, perhaps not. No, not the queen, of course. I could take him with the rook then. And now I'm gonna hope for some exchange, because I'm obviously up materially now, so exchanging would be very good for me, and perhaps not as good for him. Should the rook go over here, just tend to the defense, It could do that, but is that wise? It could also go over here, and then we could activate the other rook on this file. Okay, that's not that dangerous. Now he's gonna have to retreat the queen, losing a tempo. And he doesn't really have any good squares to place his queen on. Yeah, that's not so strong, sadly. So I'm gonna go over here. I just want to exchange now, because as I said, I have a material advantage. So getting to the late game should be good for me. Wow. What does that achieve? Not anything, it would appear. I could push up this pawn, take away this square for his knight. That could be good. That could be good. We're gonna do this instead, are we? Yes. No, we should definitely take away this square first. This could be a weakness later on if I don't take away this b4 square. He'll be able to attack me on it, and I don't want him to be able to attack. Because now, after he takes with the pawn, he can't go to b4 and check me. He can't harass me, which is what I had feared. And I can go up here, I believe, cause a bit of havoc in his defense. Of course, he can chase me away with the queen if he wishes to do so. He also has a time advantage, about 50 seconds more time than I have. Okay, should I push? I can only protect with this move, and that'll give away one of my pawns. But sadly, that's what I'll have to do, because I want this rook here. It's a real threat for him, I believe. Okay, then we can just go over here. I think he should have taken this pawn instead. Obviously, he didn't. Believe that's what he should have done, as you can see. Okay, is this dangerous? If I go up here, what can he do? He can go up there. If I go down here, where can he go? He can't go anywhere. He can go there. That's not that dangerous. Is it? No, I have to make my moves more fast. I'm losing on time at the moment. So he also has a lot of things to watch out for. I can take his white square bishop if he doesn't add a defender. He can get this pawn, obviously, but it won't do much good. If I go up here, what does he do? He takes with the knight. No, he's not gonna do that. That's a weakness. I don't want to go on this line right here, because then he can go up and grab my pawn and check me and gain a tempo, and I can take his white square bishop, and he can take my rook afterwards. So for as long as he doesn't force me out on this line, I'm fine. And he can check me all he like. He won't gain anything from it. Okay. Play continues. Where should I go? Should I just take the knight? I could just take the knight. I'm gonna take the knight. Okay, he's playing a bit weird, I believe. I can't see what his plan is. Oh, he can go down and check me, of course. That's strong. That's very strong. Yeah, he can go down. He can push down this pawn. Can I stop it in time? Yes, I can stop it in time. He won't have time to bring in his white square bishop to defend, so I should be good. These moves are not achieving anything, but it is a bit annoying that my king is out in the open. Okay. Now we can exchange queens if he wants to. He didn't. Okay, then I go down here. and now I'm threatening mate. What's he gonna do to stop me? Yeah, and now he's almost, and that's a mate. And I was lucky, I had 1 second left when I made this move. So that was real lucky. I actually hadn't noticed I was that stressed on time. And he's offering a rematch. I don't think I'm gonna take it, because I just want to go through this game. It's a very, very weird defense he responded with. Where did he go wrong? Of course, his attack on my king failed when I pushed up this pawn, and from here I got the material advantage, and luckily I was able to play the rest of the game without blundering, which is something new for me, because I often tend to blunder when I get an advantage in the middle game. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game. I certainly enjoyed playing it. It was a very good game for me, good for my self-esteem.